All right, today we are going to be doing a GSAP tutorial, and this time it's going to be another text effect on load. So as you load the page, the text will have a certain effect, and I will have an example of how it's going to look right here. And I think it's pretty cool. It adds a little bit of that je ne sais quoi that we like here to any plain website, let's say. And if this is the only effect that you have on that website, that is going to add that sparkle. So let's get into it. All right, so we are going to be adding a container to this page, and this container will contain our heading. And I would say this could be your hero section, for example, because this effect, as I said, happens on load. So this container is going to be full width, and I am going to give it a height just for this video's purposes. It is up to you what height you have. All right. Okay, so let me also go and add a heading, and you need to pay attention to the HTML tag of this widget because this tag will be added in the code. So if it's an H2, you have to keep in mind and add it in the code as an H2. If it's an H1, it's going to be an H1. All right, I'm going to change it to H1 because it's the first heading on our page, and this is going to be an H1. All right, so let me just change this color because this is, as you know, I don't like this color at all. All right, so let me open my structure, go to the container, center, and center. And I am going to style this, style the typography to, let me see, I have here some custom fonts, and I think this might be the font that I want. REM, let's say 5, and transform uppercase. No, actually this is not the one. So it's this one, seems like 700. Default. This is so strange. Anyway, and I am going to make it bigger. Let's go to 8. All right, so let me do some changes here. I want this text to have custom width of 55%. Let's publish. Yeah, okay. Why is it looking so different on? This is beyond me. Let me just refresh my editor. I don't know, could be some caching issue, whatever. The preview is what is important. All right, so this is the way I set it up. This is just my way. Okay, of course you would have different elements on the page, so your heading will be placed somewhere else on the page. And I'm explaining this because I get questions, why did I choose to put the text in the middle? Why did I choose? This is just for this or other tutorials purposes. Doesn't mean that you have to do it the same way. Just a disclaimer. All right, I wanted to say there's no wrong or right way. It's just your way and just my way. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to be adding an HTML widget for our code. So let me just drag it in here. I know that I can click on it and it's going to be added to the page. I am again saying this because people are commenting silly like this. If you click on it, it's going to go in the container that is on the page, period. If you have more containers, then you can click on the container where you want it to go. Sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't. So, and I didn't want it to be in the container that is holding our text. Again, another disclaimer, and I have to do this all the time because I'm getting some, as I said, silly comments. All right, so enough about that. Let's add our code in here. So I am going to drop it like that. And in this case, I have the style added in here. But if you want to move it to the CSS, just grab this part, as you can see here, yeah, and go to advanced, go to custom CSS and drop it in there. But I just wanted, for the purposes of this video, to have everything together so I don't move left and right all the time or between screens. All right, so let's go and have a look at this text. First of all, let's publish and let's see if something or anything is happening here. And it's happening. This was pretty easy, all right? So let's go to our code and let's have a look. So as I said, as you can see here, we have the HTML tag of the text here. So as you remember, our HTML tag is an H1. If you have an H2, you're going to set it to H2. If it's a P, you're going to set it to a P. So it's going to be here and here. And that's about it. There's nothing else that you should change here, because we are creating this classes and spans dynamically in the code. So that you should not change, you should not replace. Keep in mind, okay? And that's about it. The only thing that you want to change, if you want to change, is the easing. And I will leave a link in the description to GSAP easings if you want to try and play around with this. Other than that, you can also change the trigger, as you remember. So as I said earlier, the HTML tag in our case is H1. So we're going to have the trigger be an H1. If it was an H2, this would have been an H2. All right. So this starts at the top at 90%. And my bad, actually this effect happens on scroll trigger. So let's duplicate this container and let's see if that actually works. So we'll duplicate. All right, so let's go and have a look. And this loads obviously because it's being triggered, right? So let's see. And voila, it works. And you can set it to load only once on scroll if you want. I did not work out the code yet, but you could also just have this code that I am providing you with, add it to ChatGPT and ask it to make them some corrections or some add-ons to it for that purpose. Okay, so make sure that this is added. If you don't add it, the code will not work, or it's going to look so strange. So let me comment this out and let's have a look. You already see from the editor how it's just nothing, absolutely nothing. Makes no sense. So this is the secret sauce to this code. So you will find this in the description below as well, and please follow all the steps for this effect to work. I have not and again, I'm going to mention this kind of a disclaimer, I have not tested this in another environment. This is something that I only tested this way with nothing else on the page. So if there's an error or an issue, please let me know and I will see what I can do to work it out. I hope you liked it and stay tuned for more GSAP tutorials. If you'd like to know what else you can build with Elementor, watch this playlist here or here. And if you have gotten any value out of this video, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video, and I'll see you next time.